This is going to be a demo on creating clips and sharing videos in Films on Demand database. In order to create clips or segments as they're known in Films on Demand, it's necessary to have an account on Films on Demand. For sake of time, I've already created my account and logged in. If all you want to do is share a full video in Films on Demand, you do not need to have an account, and nor do you need to log in. So I'm going to use Carmen and Jeffrey as the demo video today. You'll notice at the bottom of the video screen, there's a Share, Add to, Cite, and Segments. What I'd like to do today is create a segment from this full video that's over an hour and 18 minutes. So the first thing that I'm going to do is click Segments, and you'll see it says Create a new segment. Now, I can either set the start time manually, and same with end time. As you see, I'd have to type it in exactly, or I can move the slider to the appropriate time, and it will capture it. And it's the same for the end time. I can continue to move the slider and then set the end time, and it will capture the end time in the appropriate place where the slider was. I'll give it a title and a description. You feel free to give it any title and description that you want. And then I'll click Create Segment. And you'll see it says Segment Created. Now, how do I share these segments? What I'll do is I'll go back to my account if I'm sharing a segment, and I'll go to My Content. And from here, I will click on the Actions and click Share. I'll then click Embed. I could send it through an email if I want, but what I'm going to do today is I'm going to click Embed. Now, this is important because Films on Demand is a little different. You can either share the record URL or the segment URL. The difference is that the record URL will put the viewer into the full video, whereas the segment URL only provides the clip to the individual. So we're going to copy the segment URL. And then with that segment URL, you can paste it in Inquire as a URL. You could embed it into your syllabus as a hyperlink, or you could actually send this segment URL in email if you wanted to do that as well. Now, if all I wanted to do was to share the entire video, I could do that as well. So now you'll see that, let's pretend I've already done the search, and I've got Carmen and Jeffrey and I have the full video. Now what I'm going to do is simply click on the Share, and again, I can either email it or I can click the Embed link. At this point, the only option is the record URL. So I'm simply going to click on Copy, and then I'll paste that URL into Inquire, or I can embed it into my syllabus as a hyperlinked phrase or URL. And that is how you create segments and share them in the database Films on Demand. Films on Demand not only allows you to create segments and share full videos, you can also create playlists, which could be full videos or videos and segments or all segments. Let's see how to do that. So I'm going to search for a title. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and click on the title Gypsy. I want to add this as part of a new playlist. So I'm going to click on Add to, and if I have an existing playlist, I can go ahead and use it, or I can create a new playlist. And in this case, I'm going to create a new playlist and I'm going to click Save. This video has been added to my Culture and Society playlist. Now, we can see that if I go to My Content, and I can see Culture and Society already has one item. But this is not the only video that I want to add. So what I can do at this point is I can go back to My Content, and I can look at other clips that I might want to add to my Culture and Society. And I can click on a particular segment or clip or video, and I can click Add To. And here it will already select the one that I've most recently used. So I'm going to add this clip, Teaching 3-Year-Olds Math, to Culture and Society. And now when I go back to My Content, you'll see Culture and Society has 2 items. And I can do the same thing throughout the rest of the clips or full videos that I have. I can add this one and save it as well. And now I have 3 items. Let's say I wanted a brand new video. So if I wanted to add Moyers & Company, John Lewis Marches On, basically, now that I know this is the video I want, I click Add To, just as I have with others. I'm going to add to an existing playlist, Culture and Society, and I'm going to click Save. If I wanted to add it to a different playlist or a new playlist, I could do that. And when I go to My Content, we can see that Culture and Society now has 4 items, and here are all the segments. What I can do, instead of sharing 4 different video segments and videos, I can share the entire playlist by clicking Share. And I can copy the record URL and paste it in Enquire, send it through an email, or create a hyperlink in my syllabus that I'm sending out to students.